What's good, sports fans? My name is Damian Adams from The Real Deal with Damian Adams. Now make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me. Turn on the notifications so you can get all this great content directly to your feed. Also follow me on all platforms. That's Instagram, Twitter, and all that other good jazz. And today I'm coming to you with my reaction to the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Philadelphia 76ers on the Sunday Showcase on ABC. Now, 76ers won this game pretty easily going away in the second half as they were able to score 143 points against the Lakers. Now, the Lakers were able to stay in the game in the first half due to Kyle Kuzma. Kyle Kuzma had an excellent day. He was out there balling, had 23 points in the first quarter alone. Just an absolute beast, shooting, three-pointers, going to the rack, getting hard angles off the backboard, doing it all, right? Now, the problem is Philadelphia is so gifted offensively that you can have a player go off like that and they're still able to keep up with you. And once you slow down, they're just going to take off. In the first quarter, while Kyle Kuzma was out there getting buckets, Tobias Harris was doing the same thing. And Tobias Harris is someone, man, so good. The fact that he's now the third or fourth option on the team is just ridiculous. 76ers are definitely stacked. And in that first quarter, he was the one who kept them in the game while Kuzma was going off. And then Joel Embiid started to take over. And there was no answer for Joel Embiid. None at all. Joel Embiid had his way with McGee, Chandler, whoever they tried to put on him. And you can't really blame those guys because who can really stick Joel Embiid in the NBA? I know Horford has done a good job in the past. Anthony Davis maybe could give him a couple of issues here and there with his length. But who can truly guard Joel Embiid? So that's why you see him go off for the points that he went off for today. And LeBron James, he had what you would consider a great game by many standards, right? 18 points, 9 assists, 10 rebounds, shot 50% from the floor. But he had a big goose egg, a big old goose egg from the free throw line. And you have to give credit to the 76ers for playing good defense and not fouling, but you also have to hold LeBron accountable. At his size and weight and speed, his skill set, there's no way he should go through an entire basketball game with no free throws. He's not inflicting his will on the game. It shows you how talented he really is in a game where you can forget where he was playing. Like this game, there was times where I forgot LeBron was on the floor. And he still had almost a triple-double, with 18 points. But that's not enough when you're LeBron and you're playing with these young players. You squander away a great performance by Kuzma by not inflicting your will. And plus, the team could have played better defensively. But like I said, the 76ers are stacked and it's hard to play a great defensive game against them. So you have to hold LeBron accountable for not inflicting his will in the game enough in this one. And if you want to make the playoffs, you're going to have to do that more often. Take over games. Give us 35, 40 points instead of the great stat sheet that's all around. Just take over. Get buckets. Say, I got this. Put the team on my back tonight. I know I got a bunch of young guys with me. You didn't get Anthony Davis. Get over it. You're the guy who has to take over. All right? Kuzma did a great job. He can't do it by himself when it comes to scoring the points. All right? JaVale McGee had a great game as well. Gave a shout out to him. He was doing a great job as far as finishing around the basket, picking and rolling, offensive rebounds, getting defensive rebounds, just doing all the things that he's supposed to do. I think JaVale McGee is having a great year, so a big shout out to him. But the 76ers, man, the only concern that I saw from this game is Ben Simmons. He had a really bad game from the floor, and LeBron was sticking Ben Simmons like he was sticking the guy at 24 Hour Fitness or LA Fitness, wherever you play ball, that doesn't really play basketball. There's always one guy who's there just to have a good time. And there's nothing wrong with that guy. Cool guy. You might even hang out with him after the game, get some beers, chop it up. But during the basketball game, you don't want him on your team because he's just out there to get cardio. Out there to have a good time. He just, got finished lifting weights and he wants to run up and down the floor a little bit. So you don't stick him. You basically play on defense. You double team somebody else because you don't have to worry about him at all. That's how LeBron was sticking Ben Simmons in this game. He was pretty much way back here. Like, Ben Simmons is up there. LeBron was back here. And they're so gifted offensively that it didn't really matter in this one against the Lakers. But against a better defensive team, if teams are going to just disregard Ben Simmons in that way, it may cost you because now that defender is going to be free to roam. And Ben Simmons can still put pressure on the defense by driving, posting up. And I think that's something they could do more often when they're playing against maybe another team who doesn't have LeBron on them. But that's something that concerns me when a player, just because he's so bad at shooting, you're like, all right, cool, we're just going to leave you alone. Just do you. You know, and the worst thing you be called in basketball is self-check. And that's how LeBron was treating Ben Simmons in this game. But besides that, man, excellent performance by 76ers. That's a team that you have to be serious about in the Eastern Conference. So until next time, man, go real or go home.